Good evening, one and all. We'll be starting our today's session in few minutes. Kindly stay online. Good evening, one and all. We welcome you to the International Webinar Series on Holistic Health, Well-being and Sustainable Development 2022 on occasion of National Doctors Month 2022, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Nation celebrating 75 years of independence and UN Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute and Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. So before we start today's session, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue to today's sessions. So before we start our workshop, let's look at what is special today. As we are commemorating a lot of international days, we are also commemorating few days which are dedicated for a cause. In that row, today in US, it is celebrated and commemorated as National Junk Food Day. And it is celebrated every year on July 21st, that is today, and is dedicated to the foods we like to snack on. And it's popularly known in US and commemorated in US basically because a lot of junk food is consumed there rather than traditional food or healthy food. As per statistics, in 1950s, junk food are usually, by definition, high in fats, sugars, salt, and calories. But they are also high in deliciousness. So junk food is a perfect day. Junk food day is a perfect day to treat yourself on this day. I mean, you can take junk food for every meal. On this day, you are allowed your favorite junk foods without any guilt. So go ahead and add extra cheese on that burger and go for that order of fries, anything you are allowed. Generally, other days we are very conscious, but this day they celebrate they take unlimited junk food. So where it was started in 1860s, the first fish and chip shop opens at Tommy Field Market in Oldham, England. Then in 1896, Berlin-based Max Saylor invents the first automat which serves simple food and drinks. In 1902, automats came to America, and Joseph Font and Frank Hardart bring an automat and along with its fast food to the New York City. So 1921, King of Burgers, White Castle begins its franchise by opening its first fast food hamburger stand in Wichita, Kansas. In 1937, Sweet Junk, when Vernon Rodolph launches donut and coffee house chain Krispy Kreme Donuts in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And in 1953, I am loving it. We know McDonald's opens its first franchisee. That's how the junk food industry and the business started, and now blooming, taking toll on health of people. And how this National Junk Food Day is celebrated? And it is an event or a series of events that is being organized across the United States of America, that is US, where competitions or free giveaways or you can consume unlimited junk food today, and which are not counted to the calories of your diet. This day is an exemption to consume as much as junk food, and you can share it on social media or among your friends, families, public without any guilt. So this is a perfect time to indulge and brag about it at the same time. So take a picture and share it on social media by using hashtag National Junk Food Day, and throw a junk food party, invite friends, family, and eat junk food, and organize potluck parties. And here, and one more thing very special about this day is no healthy food is allowed in these parties. So only junk food is permitted, and no greens, no healthy food is allowed in these parties. So this is one of the craziest parties. And no, as we have discussed, no calorie count, no carbs, no calories, and you are off the hook. And you can skip the salad and go straight for the high calorie food, pizzas or whatever you want, ice creams, anything. And today, as we know that you have been exempted and you are allowed to consume, so everyone is cheating. Cheating in the sense, you need not worry about your calories and secretly consume junk food. You can openly consume as much as junk food you can today. And it also allows you to satisfy your craving. So this day will also help one to satisfy their cravings for consumption of junk food. So cravings are an overwhelming sensation of desire for a certain food. So junk food cravings sometimes occur when the brain's opioids and dopamine react to the benefit of high calorie foods. This is why studies have shown that when we are stressed, we are more likely drawn towards things like cakes and sweets. While eating junk food is not the way you should always deal with the stress, National Junk Food Day gives you perfect excuse just for the day. So this is in short brief National Junk Day in US, not in other places. It's an optional, but it started in US. So be cautious. And once again, happy World Junk Food Day. And today, in the same United States, we have one more day that is commemorated, that is No Pet Store Puppies Day. So it is also celebrated on the same day, July 21st, on every year to raise public awareness on puppy mills and their connection to the pet stores that sell puppies, kittens, rabbits, and all kinds of animals. Basically, this is commemorated to bring awareness on the animal abuse cruelty that happens in the breeding centers. These commercial breeders or large scale breeders who raise animals only for the sake of commercial activity. They want to make best out of, best income out of these animals by breeding them beyond their capacities and making more and more puppies out of them. So that's why these are called puppy mills. And they, over generations, over lineages, they acquire more genetical diseases and disorders, and often are more prone to illness, diseases, disorders, and they are not sustainable and they are not healthy for the animals also, as well as for the environment. So we know, as dog owners or as pet owners, why these pet stores aren't a good place to get a new puppy. We believe that many of us are now aware of the dangers of puppy mill industry, and it is prudent to remind or educate others who may be unfamiliar with the pet shop industry. So when we look at this history of No Pet Store Puppies Day, the crop failures in the Midwest following World War II prompted the rise of puppy mills. Although it may be difficult to believe today, the United States Department of Agriculture, in short known as USDA, actively promoted puppy mills as profitable and fail-safe companies. The government encouraged farmers to pack dogs into chicken coops and rabbit hutches and sell puppies to pet stores. So according to the USDA, there are currently 2,000 and 3,000 federally registered commercial breeding facilities in the United States, with approximately 1,045 of them in Missouri and Iowa and Kansas. There are around 10,000 puppy mill breeders according to the USDA. So however, due to their smaller size and scale, most of these breeders are not properly regulated or are not required to be licensed, because the USDA does not track these breeders. Determining the number of puppy mills in the United States is nearly impossible. And it's impossible, and also it's difficult to determine how many dogs live in a puppy mills, since some breeders aren't allowed to keep precise records, or if the breeder is illegal, they won't keep records on purpose. So each year approximately 1 crore 75,896 puppies are born in USDA licensed facilities. You can imagine what is the kind of amount of puppies that are born and breeded in the puppy mills, and with about 1,76,088 canines kept for breeding, according to the Human Society of the United States, in short HSUS. So the HSUS also estimates that 2.15 million puppies are sold each year. Unfortunately, the USDA has no control over the internet, where many of these puppies are sold, especially on the internet. And it's heartbreaking to think that hundreds of thousands of dogs spend their entire lives living in a small, dingy, overcrowded cages without even the most basic health, medical, and veterinary care. They are abused lifelong, constricted in small spaces, shady spaces, and in cages. And when we look at the history, how this industry has started, in 1950, puppy mills became a problem, and puppy mills rise as the problem because of crop issues in the Midwest following World War II, as discussed. And in 1960, supply and demand, we can see puppy mills, pet stores, local veterinary clinics, and suburban homes with multiple children all contributed to the supply and demand cycle that got its peaks in the prosperous 1990s. In 1966, organizations such as the Humane Society of the United States investigated breeding kennels, which leads to the passage of the Animal Welfare Act on August 24th. In 2008, an extensive broadcast media coverage on puppy mills aired on MSNBC, in which talk show star Oprah Winfrey shows an industry riddled with difficulties and apparent brutality towards the press, pets, and their welfare. So, as we know that most pet stores puppies comes from commercial dog breeding operations or commercial animal breeding operations, also known as puppy mills, where the profit comes before the animal welfare. So for them, profit is the only motive, and dogs are often crammed into filthy, overcrowded, piled wire cages where they are denied nutritious food, clean water, and basic veterinary care. So, how you can tell if a breeder is running a pet store? If a seller breeder is local, he or she will refuse to show potential consumers where the animals are raised and housed. And it's most likely a puppy mill if the breeder seller does not ask many questions. And if you can click and pay for a puppy without first having it screened, the seller breeder provides no guarantee about it, about you or the pet. And how to deal or what to deal and what's the deal with the pet stores being so pricey. For a variety of reasons, pet store puppies can be more expensive than those from shelters and reputed breeders. First and foremost, pet shops are businesses that will sell a puppy for the highest possible price. Second, your puppy will almost certainly require more veterinarian care than the usual puppy. So now, what is the campaign that No Pet Store Puppies Day activities contain? First is do not buy, adapt. Adapt your local puppies, or instead of buying, you can adopt puppies from shelter homes and NGOs and take care of your local puppies, and do proper research before adopting. So making a purchase and always meet the parent dogs where they live to ensure that you are not supporting a puppy mill. Make sure you do not promote or support animal abuse or animal cruelty, which is happening in puppy mills. Instead, make sure you visit and inspect yourself how these uh, pets parents, these puppy parents are there, in what conditions are there, and adopt, so that you know that you are not promoting a puppy mill. And also adopt your next day best buddy from one of your local shelters or rescue centers. Educate your loved ones, inform people about how and why certain pets in pet stores are not being cared for, involve your family members in the cause, and widely share it on social media. Many pets can find permanent homes. So make use of your online social media presence to raise awareness about less adoptable animals. So as we have seen, the statistics, puppy mills can be found anywhere, everywhere in the world. According to the evidence, and there are an estimated 10,000 puppy mills in the United States itself. And puppy mills solely exist to produce puppies as cheaply as possible, even at the cost of animal welfare. Now, when taking United States, 16 states have no legislation law. While prohibition varies by jurisdiction, there are now 16 states that have no restrictions on puppy mill activities. That gives scope for a lot of animal abuse and also animal cruelty. And while commercial mill restrictions may be lax in some areas, some operations follow whatever regulations are in place. And 1,30,000 female dogs are primarily for breeding. These dogs exist solely to be bred, to bear puppies to the turn and to nurse them for the first few weeks of their lives. Entire life, this process goes on and on and on. So what we can do, if we love pets, on this day, we can raise awareness about the cruelty of pet stores. No Pet Store Puppies Day promotes the adoption of animals into permanent homes where they will be safe and cherished. Because the breeding process is neglected in pet stores, puppy mills typically have health issues and genetic flaws. It reminds us that every animal deserves love. No Pet Store Puppies Days serves as a reminder that all animals are deserving of love. The holiday encourages us to open our hearts and homes to dogs in need or in pets in need. So it makes us kinder. Pets bring us happiness and affection. On No Pet Store Puppies Day, we become gentler people who are happy to adore all creatures, no matter how imperfect they may appear. So let's adopt a stray dog or a pet, or from rescue center or a rehabilitation center, and get the abundant happiness. So this is one more day that is being commemorated today. So as the speakers have joined, so we will continue to today's workshop. So today we have with us Mrs. Sunanda Ravi, founder and psychologist, Manasa Shubhakara from Hyderabad. Her special area of interest is eco-psychology, art therapy, positive psychology. She is yoga trainer, certified yoga trainer, and also mental health practitioner. And along with her, we have Mrs. Swati CS, art therapist, part-time lecturer, healing with art from University of Florida, pranic healing, basic and advanced. Special interest lies in Mithila, Mandala and Dot Mandala, Varli, Zentangle, optical illusion, glass and tile painting, conducting classes, workshop. So we welcome you once again to the international webinar series for the workshop on art therapy, mandala art, meditative art with mandala. Over to you. You can start, you can unmute yourself, start your video. Sunanda ma'am?
Just a minute, sir.
Yeah. And the other ID ma'am? For Swati.
Yeah, Forest Creative Art Studio. No? She is joined in that.
Okay. So even Swati can also unmute. Start video. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Welcome to you once again. Yeah, the PPT is visible, ma'am.
Yeah. If it's visible, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You can continue.
Yeah. Very good evening, one and all. I am Sunanda. Thank you, Ravindran sir, for inviting us and giving a chance to create awareness on art therapy. Yeah, myself and Swati are going to explain today what is art therapy and where we can apply in our day-to-day life. Therapy means in psychology, we interact with people and we can choose according to their interest or ability. We can give them artwork. It may be dance therapy or art therapy, then painting, doodling, what and all. We have a lot of creative works. We can express our emotions. Edward Adamson is the father of art therapy from Britain. He explained what are the creative process and art making work he applied in psychological way. Then how it is inside our brain. When we express ourselves, our emotions, we can manage stress and anxiety. It will give you calm and blissful feeling. When we try artwork, we are activating our right side of brain. It gives you self-awareness, self-expression, then self-esteem. We can increase our self-esteem. We can use different type of art work, that is moment therapy, dance therapy, then drama, storytelling, expressive way of art. It may be mandala, Varli art, then Mithali, different artworks are there, Tanjavur painting, then here bandage work, some different even thread work, rangoli work, something, whatever we are enjoying, we can engage ourselves, our leisure time. Then music therapy, writing journals. Then art therapy can be used for different ages. We can engage clients from 4 or 5 years to 80 years so that they can relieve from their illness or they can improve their betterment of their life, happier and healthier way of life they can lead in a productive way. By seeing pictures, you can know what are the inside process will happen. They can improve their cognition, then sensory motor functions will be improved, emotional resilience they will get, Then they create, by venting out their emotions, they will create self-awareness. Then self-esteem will be improved. While drawing work, any image or a particular pattern, I feel I finished that work. I can do, I will do that. In that way, I will get confidence. Self-confidence will be improved. Due to this, we can improve our thinking, cognition pattern, then communication. We can improve ourselves. By observing artwork, we can improve our cognition levels. Even for kids also, we can encourage. They can improve their memory and concentration power. Focus will be improved when we engage them in artwork. Then where and all we can apply this artwork for family conflicts, then those who are having cancer, then asthma, for cardiovascular problems, those who are having chronic illness, we can apply to improve their memory or focus. For ADHD kids also we can use. Then routine, we can day-to-day life, we can use stress and anxiety. For them also we can apply artwork. Then subsistence abuse people, then eating disorder. When we engage ourselves some activity, we are diverting ourselves from eating habits. So we will improve our habit patterns. Learning capability will be improved. Then even for injury people also, brain injury people also, we can apply this art therapy. Then mental health issues, already we discussed, anxiety, depression, then stress, they can overcome when they are using this artwork. Then problem solving skills, we can communicate with people easily. Then post-traumatic disorder also we can reduce in clients. Due to this artwork, different benefits are there. By physically, mentally, and emotionally, they will improve their well-being. They can improve, they can discover themselves. They can recognize, they can acknowledge their feelings. Whenever we are depressed or we feel discomfort ourselves, just you can have a pen and paper. It won't be big colorful event. Just you can have pen and paper with a black pen or pencil also. We can vent it our emotions. We can label our emotions. We can calm down ourselves so that we can appreciate ourselves. Self-appreciation will be improved. Self-confidence levels will be improved. Then emotional release. When I do any artwork, just I will release my emotions, expressions through pen and paper. The ability to deal emotions I can improve by doing artwork. It will change my life pattern and how I am insightful. Everything will be improved. Then effectiveness of art therapy. By seeing this image, we can know how before doing artwork, then after doing artwork, how I am spill out all my emotions on paper. Just the flow state will be triggered in me. When I do artwork, just I can even for small any images also we can pick up, like butterfly or floral pattern. When we pick up, just you can start by doing it. We don't know how time spent, maybe 1 hour or half an hour. Just it will go on. The flow state will be triggered inside me, so that the quality of life will be improved. Then stress and depression thoughts also will be improved in me. Then these are the mandalas we did already. I showed you. this done by coffee powder we did. Then what is mandala? Mandala is in Sanskrit, it's center or circle. It's in our life, everything is cycle or ending with cycle. It may be in nature or life. It shows us. So even I can give you example of sun, moon, then floral patterns, sunflower. We can observe, observation power also will be improved. When we observe inside our home also, wall clock, then we can observe a circular pattern. What are the objects, circular pattern objects? After attending this webinar, you can go through it by observing even log of the tree also. By seeing the rings, we can count age of the tree. Then floral pattern. In botany class also, we have even formula also for that floral pattern. Then in temples, church, we can observe roof paintings. Beautiful paintings will be there. In South, when we explore in South Indian temples, Tamil Nadu, we can observe these paintings, wall paintings. It will be beautiful. Then brief history about mandala. Usually Buddhist monks, they will try these mandalas. They follow ritually. They select mandala art with a prolonged process. After fulfilling their wishes or whatever they are trying to accomplish, after completing that, just they will destroy that pattern of mandala work. It shows without attachment, we have to live in our life. Then mandala can be described in a circular pattern from the inner side to outer side. Same way we can approach in our life also. Just we have to insightful in our life. We have to express whatever feelings, thoughts will be expressed. Your creativity to tap into your innate power for growth and healing. Whatever creativity we have to apply in our life for our meaningful and purposeful life. Then benefits of mandala art. We can use this for even kids also. Before going to exam, when we practice 10 minutes, just they can do this artwork before going to exam. Their concentration and focus will be improved, memory power also improved, so they can practice daily 10 minutes. When they are having exams or exam times, we can give some pen and paper, they can make, they can engage themselves. Usually nowadays what they are doing, they will give phone and video games they will play. Just to avoid that, we can engage our kids into this artwork. Then sacred space to meet self. Artwork is creative artwork or expressive artwork. Then art of centering the self, we can call. Different names are there. Carl Jung believed that the mandala represents the self, and that drawing a mandala gives a person a sacred space to meet that self. He considered making mandalas an effective form of art therapy, helping to calm and comfort people struggling with mental health issues. Then common symbols. What are the symbols we are using in mandala? It may be different patterns. By circular symmetrical patterns we can draw. We can use geometric pen and paper, or else we can use whatever we are having inside our home. With that, maybe lid or bangles, Then mixies are laid, whatever shapes, round shapes we can have, with that also we can draw. Or we can use compass, divider, with a ruler, we can do it properly. We can apply different colors, different patterns. When we observe nature, we will get lot of creative work. When we see leaf pattern, then floral pattern, how the color differentiate will be there. Sunflower, you can see it's inside sunflower brown color will be there. Then outer space will be light yellow to darker yellow, it differentiate. Then lotus also, we can see inside lotus, yellow color will be there. Then after going outwards, color will be shaded differently. Even in Hyderabad, we have lot of lotus colors will be purple, white, then light rose. We can see the nature's beauty in that. Then mandala art in various cultures, Native Americans, then in Buddha, Buddha culture also, Jewish, then in our Indian culture also we are using this. To restore ourselves, body, mind, and heart, we are connecting by doing this mandala art. Then when we create space inside our mind, whatever illness we are having, we can cure that. When we are having some people, chronic patients, in cancer patients, or what we call heart patients, then asthma patients, when they are doing it continuously, their immune level will be improved, their fighting spirit will be improved by doing this artwork. Just now I told, for children also we can engage this artwork to express themselves and their feelings and emotions. We can activate them in a positive way in their life. In small age itself, we can engage them. Then their personal independence, then self-reliance, self-discovery will be improved. They can overcome for their study difficulties, or even analytical, geometrical skills will be improved. Critical thinking, problem solving skills also improved by doing this. They can manage themselves. Then Buddhist sand mandala. By doing this, the flow, inner self will be activated. The self reality, they'll connect to the universe. Whatever we are having problems, when we connect with the nature, the God will give us power. We know our potential and what are the possibilities to come out of that problem, or to overcome that problem. We can see that what are the possibilities. We forget our problems. We see what are the possibilities to overcome that. We can improve by doing this artwork. Then what are the required materials? When I do artwork, before that I have to check whether these are the items I'm having or not. Even without colors also we can draw. Nowadays, lot of variation in mandala art, dot mandala, then different zentangle with mandala art, then symmetrical patterns, different patterns are there. Then only floral patterns also we can draw. Even in our Hindu culture, we have a Sri Chakra or chakra meditation. For that also we can draw different patterns. With a circular pattern, we can create lot of wonders. Even in temples also we can see Sri Chakra, then different chakra patterns are there to activate our universal energy, psychic energy. Main things are pencil, paper, and pen. With this, we can create lot of wonders with our hands. Yeah, these are the different artwork we did, myself and my sister Swati. We are taking workshops and classes also, conducting online as well as offline. Those are interested, they can contact sir. This is mandala, dot mandala. You can see with the dots, we can differentiate with colors and dot pattern also. This you can observe even in a dark sky, we can see the stars, twinkling stars. By seeing that, we can see the pattern. Different steps are there to draw mandala. While doing mandala, we can have some rituals for hand exercise. Then even we can switch on Om chanting to activate our meditative state. Then we can do breathing exercise before starting, so that we can express our joy and wow movement while doing mandala. We can de-stress ourselves. After art therapy, we can be safe and mindful while doing art. We are doing it mindfully. We have to immerse in that moment, and we can focus only that artwork, so that we will get inner strength to be more compassionate. Yeah, Swati, you can start practical work. Yeah, thank you, friends, for patient listening.
Thank you, Suranta ma'am. Thank you, Ravindra sir. This is the mandala we are going to draw today. I have made full circle, but I'll be explaining in a semicircle. The basic required material of ruler, protractor, D, compass, eraser, and any gel pen. These are the basic materials we require. I hope all are ready with the materials. First step, we have to mark the center of the page. Any doubt, you can drop in the chat box. Sunanda ma'am will help you. Let us start the session. Just drop a thumbs up. You can measure the page and mark the center, or you can draw the diagonals of the page and mark the center. Then with the help of ruler, you can mark 1 centimeter difference circles. First step, we'll be doing the grid, mandala grid, and then basic patterns. And finally, we'll draw it or mandala. First circle, 2 centimeter. Three centimeter. Four. 5. 6. 7. You can make it full circle or semicircle. The measurements can be adjusted according to your page. First step, we have to draw concentric circles. Second step, we have to make the grid with the help of protractor. I'm taking 10 degree difference. You can do with 15, 20, 30 degree also. There is one simple formula. The total degree of circle is 360 degree. You can divide it by number of grids. So if you want to make 10 grids, divide it by 10. 360 divided by 10, then you have to mark 36 degree to make 10 segment. So I have marked 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or every 10 degree I have marked. Now I'm going to join the center of the circle with the marked angle. This is the first step for making mandala. You have to draw the grid so that our mandala looks symmetry. Mandala represents the universe. The circular design symbolizes the idea that life never ending and everything is connected. The main purpose of mandala is to transform ordinary mind into an enlightened one. This is the first step. I have made the circle, concentric circle with a difference of 1 centimeter, and I have divided the grid with the help of protractor 10 degree. The next step is pattern. The basic shapes used in mandala. Circles, lines, line and dot, petal, long petal, arch, spiral, double shape, teardrops, teardrops. The first circle, we are going to make the petals. In the next circle, we are going to make the straight lines. In the third circle, we are going to make the spiral pattern. The next one, we are going to combine these patterns in an arch. I'm going to divide the arch. One side, I'm drawing the straight lines. The other side, I'm making the petal. The next grid, I'm going to draw mango pattern, a parsley pattern, one petal, and then straight lines. In the next grid, I'm going to draw arch at the center spiral and one big petal. And inside, I'm going to fill with a small the final, I'm going to make the lotus pattern. So these are the few patterns we are going to use in our mandala. First grid, petal. Second grid, straight lines. Third one, spiral. Fourth one, line and petal. Fifth one, mango pattern and line. The sixth one, spiral, petal and line. And in the seventh grid, we are going to make the lotus. Any doubt, participants? At the center, I'm going to make the petal. In the next grid, I'm going to draw the straight lines. You can drop your doubts in the message box. The next grid, spiral pattern. The grid help us to make the patterns symmetrically. Relax yourself. Third grid, and the next one. Arch. straight line. Straight line. Edge. You can listen to your favorite music or Om chanting. It will relax. Next one. You can make your own patterns. Simple straight line, slanting line, circles, petal. You can make your own patterns with the different angles. When somebody creates a mandala, it becomes window for exploring one inner self. Reflecting the wholeness of the person. The patterns used by the person and the colors used by them reflect about them, and we can easily judge The person is in a happy mood or is in an angry mood or is in any stress. With the color combination, we can come to know. Repetition of the pattern. Because of the repetition, it helps in concentration, and that is why this called meditation with pen and yoga for the brain. Quiet mind is important than a positive mind. You can practice quiet mind with pen meditation by relaxing yourself, just with simple patterns. For simple practice, you can use normal pen. First, we made concentric circle with a difference of 1 centimeter, and then we made the grid with the help of protractor, difference of 10 degree. First step, we made the mandala grid, and next we learn the patterns, how to draw the patterns. And now we are placing the patterns in the grid. Our last pattern is this pattern. You can make this in wall, canvas, t-shirts. Now I'm going to just shade the negative spacing. That is the excess part. Right at the top. As Sulinda ma'am discussed earlier, Mandala helps in relaxing your mind, stimulates creativity, really helps in releasing stress, anxiety. It also improves eye-hand coordination. Once the pattern is done, you can erase your pencil lines. You can include mandala in your journals. You can draw mini mandalas. You can write a short note about your day. For beginners, it can take a little time. If you want to add the colors, you can add colors. If you want to add multicolor, you can use. I'm just going to use some golden color, as I've shown already. While shading, just concentrate. You have to shade in a same pattern. If you're shading in a slanting line, then go with the slanting line. If you're shading with a sleeping pattern, then you go with a sleeping pattern. You're doing in a paper, you can use crayons, color pencil sketches. This is full mandala. Half mandala. You can write messages like good vibes only, live, love, love. Any quotation you can include in this. Believe in yourself, etc. Done for today. Any doubt?
Others also they can switch on their video, they can show their mandala artwork.
Participants, any doubt?
Ravindran sir, we can conclude today's session, sir. We completed.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Participants, if you have any queries or observations or any comments, you can feel free to unmute yourself and share, or you can raise your hand if you are unable to unmute yourself, or you can share in chat box. And if you would like to show your mandala art, you can start your video and show it. Yes, Shweta, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Sunanda ma'am and Swati ma'am. Like, it's always an incredible session. I always love the art you do. And the ma'am, how you tell the art therapy, benefits. It is very important because nowadays we have to learn this. And very beautifully you create, ma'am, the art. And thank you so much. Just very deep gratitude.
Thank you, Shweta.
Thank you, Shweta.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Ravindra Garu, Sunanda Devi Madam Garu, then the person who has shown us the art. Special thanks to all three of you. And specifically me being in the healthcare profession. Hello.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, me being in the healthcare profession, I am very much delighted to see the way this is represented. And theoretically, what was shown by Sunanda ji as well as, and practically, my dear friend, what is your name? Because
Swati.
Swati Garu. Okay, nice seeing both of your presentations, and specifically within that short time demonstrating how to draw it with angular functioning. Fantastic it is, and definitely this will converge, and the diverging mind getting converged towards one single activity where they will have a sort of diversion, at the same time concentration bringing them towards their innate behavior to come out. I think this is fantastic. Hats off to both of you, and a specific gratitude to Dr. Ravindra Garu for bringing out these things.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure too.
Thank you, Dr. Madhudar.
Most welcome, Andy. I am basically an artist, and I am into so many parts of healthcare projects also. So I can definitely recognize and appreciate what work these two people are doing. Hats off to both of you, and hats off to Ravindra Garu, conglomerating many such personalities to come to one pedestal and share their thoughts. Specific thanks to all of you.
Thank you, sir. This platform is meant for everyone who would like to share and their knowledge or their expertise. So we invite everyone across the globe, whoever is willing to join. It's open platform, and it's a very good platform for everyone. So we invite everyone. If you are also and subject expert and willing to share, then we welcome you all.
And then my request will be, if at all you can, Dr. Ravindra Garu, you can just Google or see me in LinkedIn, and definitely wherever you feel that my expertise can add value, definitely I am there. I am going to be there. You can just tell us. That's it.
Sure, sir. You can message me your profile in my WhatsApp number. Hope you have it. Then we will definitely find a similar occasion for that.
I'll text you my LinkedIn URL. Probably you can Google it. No problem.
Sure.
Thank you.
Any other participants would like to share? Feel free to share or comment.
As Ravindran sir said, this platform is created for learning and sharing, caring. That we are spreading awareness. We have a lot of networks. So I think Muralidharan sir, right? You can contact sir. We are helping and promoting prevention of mental health awareness.
Sunanda Garu, I am into genetic disorders also.
Okay.
And ASD, the moment you said ASD, I am dealing with a lot of ASD patients, which will be dealt with not only medical therapeutic part, we deal with physiotherapy also, where neuro-linguistic programming, speech therapy, even skating, we are looking into so many things. Anyway, see, I'm always there to help anyone in healthcare industry, and you can pass on my number also if somebody requires any healthcare need. Every day morning, I pray God that somebody should not have a requirement of mine. Let everybody be healthy. If somebody needs my help, I am there, always there for healthcare management. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Through Ravindran sir, I will contact you.
Thank you, sir. So, there participants, if you have any queries, then we can quickly take up one or two. Otherwise, we'll conclude today's session. You can use the feedback form to share your feedback as well, or any queries. We'll get back to you. It was a there are few appreciation messages in the chat box. Thank you. And this is this art is a very ancient art, like the perfect symmetry. All it's a very scientific art, and as already mentioned by Dr. Muralidhar Garu, it's a convergence of thoughts and the process, cognitive process, and a lot of activities that goes on. I don't want to discuss now due to paucity of time, but a lot of eye-hand coordination happens, and a lot of principles are there behind. It's very scientific. Maybe at some other point of time we can even discuss also this thing. Maybe Sunanda ma'am can once again take up session on other topics or aspects which have not been dealt today, so that we can see the scientific aspect or the evidence-based approach or the research that is behind this art. And not only in the West, but even in India, ancient India, we have seen a lot of such arts are widely and actively promoted. In fact, in every family, we see that nowadays we have slowly getting away that practice, but unfortunately, but earlier days, this the simple act of putting rangoli in front of homes. So that itself says that how art has been part of the family. I mean, our day-to-day practices. And not only we can see paintings on the walls, and also the construction of even houses, temples, and lot of these worshipping places. Even if we see the universities or colleges, how they are built, that kind of fine architecture. Even now, the modern architects or the engineers are still not able to make such monuments now. You can see the present architecture or the earlier architecture. When we compare, nowadays we have all this more of is very simple architecture. Nowadays we see only just common symmetrical shapes rather than the complex symmetrical shapes. So, and we have seen the kind of architecture even with the religious places or the so-called museums also. We can see a lot of similarity. We don't see such complex structures, and that itself conveys a lot that we are losing our own innate capabilities, potentials with respect to culture and these arts. So it's a very great honor and also a great initiative taken up by Sunanda ma'am and also Swati ma'am, to promote such art and also getting them back into the health and well-being. So which is slowly getting away, but this is a very good way. Instead of using other practices, we can use this art as a method for relaxation, for improving concentration and various other ways. Even not only for the normal people, but also people who are facing challenges with respect to mental health or even for physical health also. So, and especially for students, youth, they are running a rat race in education. A lot of concentration issues are there, and in every walk of life, these art forms are very useful, and this needs to be promoted. So this is a wonderful opportunity. Once again, we take this opportunity to thank Dr. Sunanda, Mrs. Sunanda, and also Mrs. Swati for joining us on this wonderful platform and sharing your knowledge and practically demonstrating this wonderful art today. I hope everyone have enjoyed it and do practice. You can always get back to us if you need further training or if you would like to know more about it. Just let us know so that we can organize more such programs, or if you are seriously interested to pursue it as a profession, then always Mrs. Sunanda and Swati are there to help you. So you can pursue it in a professional way also. So with this, we shall conclude, and we thank you. And once again, on behalf of Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art Sciences and Wellbeing, we wish you all the success in your future endeavors. And on behalf of all the participants, we wish you all the success, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dear participants, kindly find the feedback form shared in the chat box.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Kindly fill up the feedback form before you leave the webinar. It is mandatory for issuing certificates. And certificates will be updated on the website. You can visit website and download your certificates after 15 working days. Dear friends, kindly find the feedback link in the chat box. Quickly fill up the feedback form before you leave the webinar. Dear participants, quickly fill up the feedback form. It has been shared in the chat box.